officials in Afghanistan say a US drone strike did kill a number of civilians. The White House announced that the strike near Kabul airport took out a car bomb heading to attack US soldiers and desperate people trying to flee. Let's go live now to our Washington correspondent, Annalise Nelson. The White House previously said that no civilians were injured. They've backflipped, Annalise.
It was only after local reporting said that an entire family had been taken out by this drone strike, and local officials have come out and said that that is indeed the case, that this story has come out, which is showing just another thing that's set to be lost as the Taliban takes over Kabul. This is a strike that the US said takes out what would have been a serious attack on US Marines still manning the airport. But as you mentioned, those civilians, those Afghans desperate to flee the country as well. They say that they're confident it was a car full of car bombs because there were subsequent explosions after the original drone hit struck. Now, this is turning into the critical last few hours of the military presence of the United States in Afghanistan before that withdrawal date. There's still no set confirmation of exactly what time on August 31 that deadline ticks over, and that's become all the more critical as that security situation has intensified. The US saying again that they expect there could still be further attacks even in these last few days. Jake Sullivan, the National Security Advisor, said though that they anticipate they will still be able to get out. US citizens are reported around 250 left in Afghanistan, as well as those thousands of SIV holders, potential SIV visa holders who are waiting to escape.
The answer is emphatically yes. We do believe that the United States of America possesses substantial leverage to ensure that American citizens and others get safe passage out of that country, and that if they do not, we can bring to bear enormous pressure on the Taliban with a swift and forceful response to their blocking any American citizen, whether before August 31st or after August 31st.
Yeah, certainly tough words against the Taliban there. But what is confusing at this point, Annalise, is the official withdrawal date, and that is the 31st of August. Joe Biden didn't say anything about this today, even when he was asked.
No, he's been pointedly avoiding doing any kind of media around this. He did attend a service today. It's called A Dignified Return for those 13 servicemen and women who died in that bomb blast on Kabul airport. It's there they were welcomed by not only the President and the First Lady, but also the Secretary of Defense and the Secretary of State as well. In this ceremony, it's quite symbolic as the family members there are joining in. It's one of the more grave responsibilities of the Commander-in-Chief. But it was soon after he went to FEMA to give a briefing on the hurricane. And it's there that a reporter attempted to get a question in and he brushed it off.
I'm not supposed to take any questions, but go ahead.
Mr. President, on Afghanistan?
I'm not going to answer Afghanistan now.
Laura, the other apparent misstep of the president today has been a moment in that ceremony when he appears to check his watch for the time, which wouldn't be quite in keeping with the moment. Supporters, defenders of the president have said that that's a gift of his late son, Beau Biden, but that's actually been repeatedly found to be a false story. It came up originally during the inauguration, but it's proven to be a gift from clarification from the White House from the First Lady, Jill Biden, for a Christmas. It's a Rolex, reportedly around $7,000, which garnered a bit of media coverage at the time. But this is already really infuriating many who support the veteran community, saying he shouldn't be watching the time when he's taking part in such a serious ceremony. I'm not sure what you think, if you think he was checking the time too, or if it might be a bit of a mischaracterization.
I'm going to stay well away from that one, I think, Annalise, but important to note. Interesting pictures nonetheless. We'll speak to you soon. Thanks so much.